the shop today. 2021 Dodge Durango. It's got the Hemi. Today this vehicle is brought in to the shop for two reasons. One has to do with these lights. The other one is just an oil service. So we're going to do an oil change and take a look at the headlights. So what's going on with the headlight is the left one, as you can see, is on. So I have the parking lights turned on. Got the nice fog lights at the bottom, but the left headlight is not functioning. So today we're going to go ahead and repair or replace both headlights. That's what they want to do. The owner bought two headlights, so they want to go ahead and replace both headlights. So take you along for the ride. Process here is to, I'll go from this side, remove the wheel well trim, get access to the bolts and rivets behind it, disconnect the bumper bolts all the way along the bottom, and then again around this wheel trim edge and then behind here. Once we get all of the whole bumper and grille off, the hood up, I should have access to the screws and bolts that hold the lighting assembly on. We'll go ahead and swap the left side and then do the same thing on the right side. I'll mark the right side still good, so I'll mark it as good, and you know, they have the option to sell it or keep it. That's up to them. And then we'll do the oil change on the Hemi. Oh, and if you don't think I'm kind of partial, boom, Mopar. First things first, we're going to just use our little panel tool and start to work the trims off the top and around. You'll see pins here, 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 and then you just continue to work your way around. So basically just take your time and a little bit of finagling. Once they pop up, be gentle enough. Like 99% of the time, you won't break any of these. Holds down the weather stripping. So it looks like the weather stripping is held in all the way around here. Pop those off. Hopefully, not too much fuss or muss. So now with all of these out, pull that off later. With connected, and take the top panels, set. So after you get set up, you'll see that there are clips, rivets. I can take the slide up here so you can see. I'll do that. You can see the rivets are one here, and then one down here, right here. Once you pop those out, then you should be able to reach underneath here, and they should be just clipped along the edge. So we'll pull that out now. Okay, so vehicle up. Like I said before, we remove the rivets here and the rivets here. Now what we have to do is we have to take off the bolts that hold the bumper on here and here and there. Under here is another one. So once we remove those bolts, then we'll come underneath. And then from underneath, what we'll do is we'll remove these bolts here, and then there's another rivet, plastic rivet here. Same thing on the other side over here, right over there. And then all of these bolts are going to be undone. And then at that point, we should be able to disconnect any lighting for side markers. And I think at that point, we should be able to pull the bumper off, the bumper cover off, and then get to our lights. Okay, we'll start with our 8s on this side. Sometimes people will turn the wheels out. Makes it easier to access the bolts, but I mean, use a 1/4 inch drive and pretty much get in there no problem anyway, so we'll just do that. There's another 10 at the top here. We're going to pull that off. So 2 8s on the bottom and a 10 on the top. There's my 10. Left side, right side, and then we'll go left side next. Let's see if I can snap this off a little bit. Okay, so the trim removed, all the screws removed along the side and underneath, and then we pull the bumper out from the snap area here, so that's loose, and we're loose all the way underneath. So we grab underneath here. There's really nothing that I can see holding us on. So we'll pop the clips here. There's one here, 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 here. Okay, so with these all pulled loose, these off on the top, loose on the top, loose on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll just release the connectors, the lights. Okay, let's do the other one. I'm going to start on the bottom here. So we will pick this side first. Get to the sides. Last but not least, top. Okay, let's do the same thing over here. Take a quick look as we pop this off. Okay, so as you can see, the new lights are in, got the parkings on, and both sides are now activating. We'll go ahead and test the rest of the lights. The rest of the lights are on. Assembly is the opposite of disassembly. So basically, set it in, lock in the top, bottom bracket, has slots here and here for those pins. So basically just align that up. And then once you get those lined up, you can set the bracket to where you need it. Get it fitting nice, get a nice line. So when you put everything together, it falls back into place. All right, folks, there it is. All back together. Again, nothing too crazy here. Reset the trim pieces, put everything back. Light sensors are in, all plugged in. And I think at this point, really not much left to do here. Everything works, the lights work, signals work. Looking good. Bumper went in, the opposite, all 10 bolts along the bottom. Then the 2 on the side, and all the brackets for the lights. Pretty easy project, just take your time. Don't be afraid to pull on these to separate them from the clips. And remember, there's clips all here, and then kind of here, this whole piece, all of this comes off with the grill and the clips on top. All of the panels are back on. The only thing was 3 clips were broken, so I ended up replacing them with some rivets that I had, plastic rivets that I had, but otherwise everything else was spared. Underneath, I put 2 plastic rivets where the old metal rivets were, just to hold the ends of the kind of that air deflector under there closer to the body. I mean, you didn't need it. There was a 10 mil bolt right next to it, but I just put it all back anyway, the way it was. So thanks for watching. I'm going to go do an oil change on it now.